If I got a pound every time someone asked me how I achieved this look, I would probably have around 2 pounds. But that is besides the point. Today, I'm going to show you a step-by-step tutorial on how I got this look done. It is simple, beginner-friendly, and perfect even if you want to elevate your everyday makeup look. Plus, you do not need anything fancy to achieve this look. Let's just get to it, shall we? So the first thing I like to do is to moisturize my skin. Makeup sits well on a hydrated skin. We do not want any dry and ashy skin over here. No, we do not want that. Hydrating your skin creates like a smooth base layer between the skin and the makeup. So make sure you hydrate your skin by moisturizing or whatever. So after I moisturize and apply my sunscreen and whatnot, I like to go in with a primer. This is the She Glam Good Grip Hydrating Primer. And what I like to do is to apply just a little on areas where I get like oily. And whilst we wait for the primer to dry and turn tacky, I like to move on with my brows. What I usually use to set my brows in place is this Got To Be Glued water resistant spiking gel. And once I apply this, my brows are moving nowhere. They are going nowhere. They stay in place all day long until I take my makeup off. You can use whatever brow gel you like, but this is what actually works for me. I've been using this for a while now, and it does a really good job for my brows. So as you can see, my brows are all laid. And if I tell you this is not moving anywhere, you better believe me, because this is not going anywhere. Now that my brows are all set, I like to go in with a brow pencil. This is how it looks like. And I've been using this for a while. I like to go in and fill in all the sparse areas light-handedly. I am going to clean off my brows, and I like to get a flat brush, get a tiny bit of concealer, clean off anything you think shouldn't be there. Yeah, that is looking so good. Anyways, now that my brows are done, my skin is all hydrated, we can move in to applying foundation. So this is the foundation I usually use, Max Factor Face Finity All Day 3-in-1 All Day Flawless. So I got just a tad bit on my cheeks, both sides of my cheeks, and then get a beauty blender and blend everything, avoiding my eye area. So you just dab on your skin, okay? Dab gently. We are not dragging here, okay? Listen to me. You do not want to drag the foundation on your skin. You want to tap, tap, tap gently. Okay? Yeah. And then I like to take the excess on the beauty blender and go in on my forehead. Now that the foundation is applied, the next thing I like to do is to go in with my liquid blush. So this is the liquid blush I use in the shade Swipe Right. So this is how the color looks like. So on my cheeks. Then whilst this sits on my face, I like to go in with a concealer that is like a little, maybe two shades lighter than your skin. It's a full coverage concealer, so you do not want to go all in, or you're going to look really funny. Honestly, the first time I used this concealer, I went all in and I did not like the look. Honestly, this is how I ended up looking. Go in my under eye, just a tad bit on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, and my forehead. And whilst that sits, I'm gonna go ahead and then blend my blush I've been using a brush instead of a beauty blender to blend my concealer, and honestly it does a perfect job. So that is what I've been using for a while. You can equally use a beauty blender if you want, but for a while now I've been using a brush, and honestly it does a good job, especially under my eyes. It creates this seamless look. And for the blending, I usually like to blend my under eyes last. So you want to do with this in a very, emphasis on very, in a very gentle manner. Whenever I'm blending my under eyes, I like to look up a little. I like to look up and then blend. See? A tiny bit goes a long way. One thing I've learned about makeup is that less is always more. Fine, you can do more if you want. Nothing is stopping you. That is maybe your preference. But for me, whenever I'm doing my makeup, I've realized that less is always more. The next thing I like to do is to go in with my bronzer. I've been loving the look that using a bronzer gives me. This is a liquid bronzer I'm using for a while. This is in the shade Earthy Sepia. So I've been loving it, honestly. So on the highest part of my cheek, I just, at this point I feel like my makeup is like a full face of makeup from She Glam, right? In my forehead, my jawline, the blend in an upward motion towards my hairline, right? Yeah, I've been loving how using a bronzer makes my makeup turn out. It adds like warmth, color, and gives my makeup a sun-kissed finish, and I love that, honestly. For my nose, I like to go in with this tiny brush and then blend. To set my face, this is the powder I've been using. This is the Baked Glow setting powder in the shade Chocolate. This is how it looks like. Get a powder puff and set your face, your under eye, and wherever you applied concealer. For my blush, this is the blush I've been using, She Glam. This is the Sweet Cheeks Blush Trio. And one thing I love about this blush is it's buildable. You see how it adds this color to my face? Love it. I love. So when it comes to the eyeshadow look, what I like to do mostly on most days is to get a fluffy brush and get some blush and swipe it on my eyelids to give it this like seamless look. And now mascara. So for my mascara, this is the mascara I've been using. I got this from Amazon, the Essence mascara. I love how it lifts my eyelashes. I do not curl my eyelashes, but I just like to swoop and then I think I'm gonna leave it there. I like to coat every single bit of my eyelash. Yeah, that's it. Now can you see the difference between this and this? That is what we're looking for. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So this is what I use for my eyeliner. Cold Cream eyeliner pencil from She Glam. Tighten my waterline. So for my lip, I like to take the excess from the brush that I used for my eyeliner and overline my lip. Yeah, I know it's an eyeliner, but who cares? who actually cares? It's not a lip pencil. If I don't care, then you shouldn't. To finish everything, I like to go in with this hydrating lip oil from She Glam. Spray. And finally, I set my face with this setting spray from She Glam. What is 4+4 again? Yeah, right. Because you cannot tell me this look did not eat. It ate hands down. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. And are you going to try this look? Let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe as well if you've not. And I'll see you in the next one.